Okay, here's our final example for a hypothesis test on means. We are on page 10, so this is chapter 15, page 10 in the packet, and this is example 5. So I hope we can see that we have been provided with data. So in this example, we will not be using stats. We will be entering our data into our calculator as a list. So let's take a look at the question. Airlines often use smaller planes to fly short distances. The number of passenger seats for 10 randomly selected small plane types are shown below. Does the data suggest the mean number of seats on one of these smaller planes is less than 75? Test your claim at the 5% significance level. Write your hypotheses, perform the test, find the test statistic, the p-value, and state your conclusion. Whew. Okay, so this right here is the really important piece of information that I need. I'm going to try to not draw too far through my table. They just told me in there that mu naught is 75, and we believe that our alternative should show, in fact, it's less than that. So if we write our null hypothesis, it would be that mu is equal to 75 seats. And in this case, our alternative would say that we believe, in fact, there are less than 75 seats on one of these planes. Then we would go to run our t-test, but this time on data. So you would enter all values for number of seats into L1. And when you go to data, you'd put in mu naught equals 75. Your data is in list 1, and you'd make sure you select the less than arrow. Okay? All this provides us with a t-score and a p-value. I apologize for going off the page here, but I just wanted to make sure I include, I'm going to draw like a little picture because I haven't done that yet, okay? So our test statistic in this case, or our t-score, is negative 1.15. And our p-value here is 0.14. Now remember, we want to compare our p-value to our significance level, which is in fact here 0.05 or 5%. So 0.14 is larger than 5%, which means we would fail to reject the null. What this implies is that there was not enough evidence. There is not enough evidence to show. And then I always try to talk about the alternative over here, right? I did not have enough evidence to show the mean number of seats on a smaller plane is less than 75. I'm being very specific here. And then, because I've never drawn you guys the picture, just to be clear, if I put my mean in the middle here, and I go here to negative 1.15 for t, my p-value is represented by this region right here. So the larger the shaded region, the less likely I am to be able to reject the null. So big p-values are bad, right? Our goal is, in fact, to reject the null and show there has been a change. So when we get a very large p-value, which just means bigger than alpha, then that's actually bad for our experiment. Okay, there's one more example here. It's example 6 at the bottom of page 10, and I want you guys to go ahead and try it because this one has you doing a t-test on stats. So you're going to try just like we did for example 4, and then let me know if you have questions about any of this. Good luck.